All right, back on the Domino's postgame report as Carson-Newman collects a 77-56 win over the Coker Cobras. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, 40 minutes. You wanted 40 minutes of good basketball out of Carson-Newman. Certainly got it today. How proud are you of this team's efforts in the face of a lot of adversity over the past really 2 months to deliver the performance they did today?
Well, to say that we were in need of a performance worthy of a win is an understatement. To think that we're sitting here in February and haven't yet done that on the road is another thing altogether. We've been very close multiple times, but this team is so very much sort of figuring out things and finding its way. And I'm happy for our guys. You know, I thought that on both sides of the ball, we really did some good things today. We kept our turnovers below our average. We shared the ball better today. We got to the line and made our free throws. We were very efficient offensively. Defensively, I thought we really made life tough for them, out-rebounded them. There were multiple things. And, of course, all that leads to a win. So, all that being said, Cav, you know, I typically don't celebrate in such fashion. But, you know, you and I talked about this, that sometimes you just have to have something extra special. So tonight we're gonna start off with a Red Arback had his victory cigar. I've got my victory beef stick. Compliments of Jack Link. I'd sort of starved myself today, thinking that maybe if you really sort of limit your food intake today,
that's really weird to hear because I've watched you collapse in on yourself like a dying star for the last 2 weeks. You literally come into the office with a 6 count of donuts.
Not today. Today it's Jack Link's beef stick, victory beef stick.
Well, congratulations on your victory beef stick. Well earned. Well, that you've got me off my game now. Not often. Mike Turner came in with his victory Diet Cokes. It's another thing to watch a man literally pull, 12 inches of pepperoni out of his pocket and go to town in the post-game interview.
I've been fasting today thinking if I would just be a little bit more focused and locked in, we could bring some extra positive something to the team.
I know what you'll be doing here on out. Let's talk about the defensive effort. Dialed in all throughout. You hold them to 30.6% shooting and 27% from beyond the arc. Zone did its job today, it felt like.
Yeah. For especially for some of our former players that I know are watching very closely today, to Ray Likely and Jared Johnson, Taylor Hawkins, Mason Bates, and blah, 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 blah. All those guys that were really have been so supportive and following, but were really, I think, since the Anderson game when we sort of brought the zone back to life, they were wanting to see how it would go today. And I thought today, again, on really, I mean, we are so much in the infant stages of that thing, but I thought today we really sort of locked in and got some good production from it.
It felt like at times your half-court offense was as good as it's been. You faced off against a Coker zone that took you a second to settle in against it, but once you did, second half especially, made 8 of your first 10 shots. How pleased are you with what you did in the half-court offensively?
I thought our guys did a good job at halftime adjusting. I thought in particular the combination of E.J. Bush, Bryant Thomas, and Caleb Wallace really were catalysts with our zone offensive attack, and those guys sort of created and what should I say? They recognized advantages and got the ball moving into soft spots and soft areas where we were able to capitalize and get scores.
Balanced effort. Luke Brennigan, a big-time catalyst as well, especially in the second half.
Yeah.
You've had moments this season where you've had leads and lost it, but Luke Brennigan left no doubt. Scored 12 of his 15 in a 3-minute stretch after halftime, all from beyond the arc.
Yeah.
How crucial was that to not let the door back open?
Well, I think anytime you can create some separation like that, and, I think we had them up against the ropes at that point, and instead of backing up and letting them out of the corner, we kept on throwing punches. Specifically, Luke Brennigan, along with his teammates, but was it 3 possessions in a row? He came down and nailed 3 straight threes, and another part of that I love, we were able to create separation, but we came out of a timeout there, and the collective thought was let's ride his hand until it dries up. And so the guys were really trying to look for him and find him in situations coming out of those timeouts, trying to squeeze every bit of winning juice out of him as we could.
Turn your attention now to 2 straight home games, LR and Catawba, Interholt Fieldhouse this week. How do you build on success?
Well, you and I have been talking about it for a bit now. We're so much more self-focused and looking at ourselves and what we're dealing with. We're not focusing as much on the opponent. Having said that, we still take our preparation and scout very seriously, and we got to continue to create and build scout habits, which I think we are doing. But there's no question about it. Home or away, Lenore, Ryan, and Catawba are 2 of the best teams in this league this season, and we know that we will get their best as we go into this February stretch where everybody's trying to position themselves for tournament play.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Go enjoy your pepperoni stick and a well-earned win.
Victory beef stick.
Victory beef stick. Sorry, I'll get the phrasing right eventually.
All right. Thanks, Gavin.
Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Carson